Hi, Kelly Childs here. I'm just going to share this little tidbit with you. People come and ask me this question all the time, and I thought because they ask it of me all the time, why not share it with all of you? It's a great question. It's kind of a cute question, and people come and ask me it. They go, so, Kelly, I've got this really cute little question. It's like, what's more important to you, working out or eating right? And I can't really just give you a one-word answer for that. I can't do it that way. I have to bring you back to what my lifestyle has been. So for the last almost 50 years, being born in the early 60s, I got to witness a great way of eating. In the early 60s and even the 50s when my parents first got married, life was great. Wheat was different, foods were different, meats were different, vegetables were different, fruits and vegetables, they were more organically grown. Not calling it organic per se, but things were organically grown. And what I have found is that when you do look back at those body types, people were not really into working out that much. People were naturally thin. People were naturally already, busy with their lives, gardening, kids were outside playing, riding bikes. There wasn't the television sets that we have nowadays. There weren't the computer games. There weren't the iPhones and all the iPods and things that the kids play on all the time. So it was kind of neat. We were already very active. But I gotta say that I think that we all ate right. I was fortunate enough to be raised in a household where we had breakfast, lunch, dinner together. My mom and dad and my sister and myself got to have these meals together. So mom was always in the kitchen cooking and baking, and it was really nice. It was fantastic. But what I found too is that my girlfriends back in those days, they had the same kind of lifestyle. Moms were always home cooking, and I'm not being stereotypical here, but it's just sort of the way that it was. And I never saw my mom working out. My mom didn't do yoga. My mom didn't go for jogs around the block, and none of my girlfriends' moms did either. Everybody stayed naturally thin. So now fast forward to probably the 80s and 90s when McDonald's and fast foods and junk foods, processed foods have become all the rage. We now see this, I'm going to call it a grotesquely miscued, crazy body shapes that are out there now. Things that just don't make sense to me. I don't understand how our life and our society has gotten so strangely addicted to this high fructose corn syrup, white flour, white sugar, things that we can't even pronounce. And it is an addiction. Don't kid yourself. This stuff is just like heroin and crack. This high fructose corn syrup, white breads, the wheat that is out there now, it's so genetically modified. It's nothing at all like it was back in the 50s and 60s and even early 70s. So it became GMO'd. It became genetically modified. And so this wheat molecule now is something that is so foreign to us that our bodies really can't break it down. And hence we're getting these wheat bellies and headaches and fatigue and ADD, autism. It's rampant. And it even leads to autoimmune disorders like diabetes. So to answer this question about what's more important, working out or nutrition, I have to say that from my experience, because I'm really not a workout fiend. I used to be maybe in my early 20s, but now I'm lucky if I get a workout in maybe a month. I find that diet is easily 80-85% of how good I feel. And yes, there's times when I still want to go and do a workout or do a run or something and get my heart rate up, because that is still our most important muscle in our body, is our heart muscle. But we need to watch what we're eating. And eating is what heals. It heals from the inside out. So to answer this question, we need to pay attention to what we're taking in. It's not just enough to become a workout crazed person where we have to do, say, for example, even yoga 5, 6, 7 times a week. Sometimes even it's twice a day. The bodybuilders, the people that are into, say, CrossFits and paleo, that they can't really function without doing the workouts. I gotta say that if we eat right, if we're doing the green smoothies in the morning, and if we are, looking after ourselves, nourishing it with, proper grains like quinoas and millets and amaranth and buckwheat and even spelt, if you can still do that. Those are the 5 top superfood grains. You're going to be a big winner. OD on vegetables and minimize your fruits, and really, you're going to have a very successfully created body. I think that now, 67% of society has been diagnosed as being overweight, and out of those 67%, over half of them are classified as obese. That's just wrong. And so now our healthcare systems is going to probably bankrupt the United States of America. I'm sure that Canada is not too far behind with how we have such a high incidence of chronic diseases, coronary heart disease, diabetes, as I mentioned before, poor kids with autism. I never heard about autism and ADD when I was growing up in public school. And all of a sudden it's something that's just so rampant. So you got to eat right. I can't stress it enough. It is way, way, way more important than getting your workout every day. Do your body good by eating proper. And thanks for joining me. Talk soon.